Welcome to the next phase in my quest to find the perfect miniaturized version of myself. Why? Because I want to. And let me tell you, it hasn't been easy. I guess that's why they call them American Girl dolls.
You're a boy. These are for girls only.
Today, I'm going to be designing, purchasing, and unboxing an American Girl Create Your Own doll all in one video. I'm going to walk you through the design process, and we're going to open him up in the second half of this video, so be sure to watch all the way to the end. You hear me? All the way to the end. Okay? Okay, short intro today. Let's make a doll. Here I am, once again. I'm torn into pieces. Can't deny, can't pretend, just thought you were the one. Okay, I gotta stop doing this or people are gonna stop watching the video. So here we are back in the Create Your Own generator because I am addicted to this thing now. So now we have already seen my very first Create Your Own doll, who I am madly in love with. So now I'm basically just gonna keep buying these until somebody stops me. It'll probably be my bank calling me up and saying, hey, your credit cards are maxed out. What's going on, Jonathan? Did you maybe take out some loans to make a car payment or something? And I'm gonna have to say, no, I bought 35 Create Your Own dolls at AmericanGirl.com and they were all the same doll with slightly different hair and skin color. But regardless of that, today we are buying Create Your Own doll number 2. And the what you can obviously tell that I've been sitting here playing with this thing because I just bring it up and it's got like hypothetical dolls for me on here. I am really curious about this cotton candy. I think they call it rainbow hair color, but it looks like it's got mostly pinks and blues in it. I really want to try this at some point, and I am obsessed with this doll. He's really similar to the one I already have with the same like freckles and skin tone. Actually, I think I may have made him a little bit lighter in skin tone. I'm trying to see here. Yeah, he's the next one up. I'm low-key debating buying this one, but today we are going to be doing a mini me because I've been waiting for so long to try and find the right one. I hope today's the day. I feel like I've tried like 2 different times already to get a mini me and it's not working out in my favor. So we're going to try with the Create Your Own generator because we have some more options, and the best thing of all is somebody else is doing it for me. So we're just going to go through every single one, like every single feature one by one, and pick out what we think looks closest to me. So right off the bat, obviously, like I feel like I only have 2 options for skin tone, and let's be real, like I have very, very, very light skin, and I can't imagine that this, honestly, I feel like this is darker than my actual skin tone anyway, so I feel like there's no way that I could do this and have it be accurate to me, but I will say this light to medium skin with warm undertones, I believe is the same color as like Molly, Samantha, Kirsten, all the original like Pleasant Company Caucasian dolls, I think were this color. It's actually the second lightest color. So I am tempted to use this color just because I like it better than like the one doll that I have that has the skin tone. So there's a small chance I'm going to regret doing the skin tone. But you know, it's the most accurate to me. So I feel like that's the thing I have to go with, even though I probably would rather have one that's more the color of the original Pleasant Company dolls. We shall see if this doll ends up on eBay after I end up receiving him. But we're going to go with the light skin on this one. Face shape, I think we're going to stick with Josefina, which is the heart face mold, which again, I am so in love with my first Create Your Own doll. I feel like as close as I can keep this doll to him, the happier I'm going to be. So, you know, Jess mold, I feel like is definitely not me. Classic, you know, can maybe argue. I feel like the round close smile, which is Kaya, is not close enough to my like head shape too. This is a very round face, and even though I love round faces on American Girl dolls, I feel like I have kind of more of an oval shaped head. I don't know, you can let me know in the comments if you can do it politely, but here we have Teardrop, which is Sonali, which is definitely not me, and Oval, also definitely not me, which is Addie, but I'm craving getting a CYO Addie. That might actually be my next one after this, but for today, we're going with Heart, which is Josefina, because I think it has the most angles on it, and I think that that will probably look best for the way like my features are. Again, not a spitting image, but I think it's probably going to be the closest based on the options we have. So we're going to hop in here, and of course, we have to leave the freckles on because what is my face if not freckly? So for better or for worse, we're getting freckles on this doll to represent the 14 million freckles on my face. Okay, so anyway, yeah, haircut. We really only have one option for me, which is going to be the side part cut, which is pretty accurate to the hairstyle I had sort of in the late 90s. So yeah, Hairstyle, I probably should put this headband on here, but I'm going to be so annoyed if this doll shows up with a headband on his head because I really want him to like be as realistic as possible to something that I might have been able to get when I was 9 years old, and I wouldn't have gotten all of that stuff with this doll if I was getting a mini-me. So even though it probably just comes in a little baggie and will be a nice extra to have, I feel like I want this experience to be as pure as possible. So hair color, again, we really only have two options. We're either going to have to go with light blonde or blonde. And I would say the color that's probably closest to my hair now is maybe the blonde, because in real life it's darker than this color, but my hair is somewhere between these two in real life. But when I was a lot younger, my hair was closer to this color, especially, you know, around the age of like 9 or so. So I'm going to go with the lightest hair color, especially because I'm going with the lightest skin tone. I think that it might be fun to have like multiple different options as far as like putting together a collection of these dolls. I really love the idea of putting together like a full collection of create your own boy dolls like this. So I think let's go ahead and do the light blonde. I think that makes the most sense for me as a 9-year-old. Let's hop back over and do the eyes. Again, very obvious. We kind of did this in the last video, so very clearly we want to do, let's see, let's do both eyes light blue and then hop back and make my right eye green. As those of you may know who have been watching this channel for a while, I have sectoral heterochromia, so my right eye is just about half green, half blue, and my left eye is blue. So I think this is a really great way to kind of make the doll unique, and again, it's a feature that's pretty similar to what I have in real life. So I think this makes it a little bit more personal. And also, like I was saying before, I just really love when create your own dolls have two different eye colors. I think it really helps that doll sort of stick out as a create your own. Like as soon as you look at it, you know that that was a create your own doll if it has two different eye colors. So for multiple different reasons, we are going to go with the left eye light blue and the right eye green. All right, and clothing, I think we already have the correct options here. Again, this is actually my favorite outfit for all of these, but it's not really right for my mini-me, and I only have the Relax to the Max outfit now already, which I absolutely love it in person. If you're doing a boy doll that like wears like, you know, it's so hard to use these terms. I really don't like gendering things. It's hard because I am actually making a boy doll, but this is such a unisex outfit, but this also works great for boy dolls. So if you're looking for unisex or boy clothing, this is a great option. I love this, and once I get this one and then this one, I might just revert back to getting this outfit like a million times over, unless they add new outfits to the generator, because I am in love with this flannel shirt that they put with this outfit. It is very, very good. But for today, we're going to do city style because I think this is really the only outfit that they have in here that they have intended for boy dolls, even though this works very well. My last one that had this outfit came with like the pink underwear, which again, I think they designed for girl dolls, but maybe they'll change that in the future. But for today, we're going with city style, even though I think the only piece from this look that I'll ultimately be using is his underwear and maybe his shoes. We'll see, but we'll go ahead and go with that. And then accessories. Again, I want to make this similar to what I would have gotten as a child. So again, just in the spirit of making it like cohesive and a boy doll, let's go ahead with the city style accessories. I love these headphones. I wish they weren't red because red is like one of my least favorite colors. If they were black, that would have been awesome. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get these. Maybe I can paint them later if I really hate them. But yeah, I just kind of want the like true experience that is the closest thing that to what I would have gotten as a 9-year-old. So we'll confirm these choices, and let's see extras here. Again, no hearing aids because I don't have hearing aids, so we'll confirm. Oh, I did that wrong. How do you undo this? Okay, do that. Braces. I can't. They came as stickers last time. We'll just stick them on. Pierced ears. No, I've told you the spiel last time. My ears technically are pierced, even though I haven't had earrings in them in probably 20 years, which is so crazy to say. But yeah, I have my cartilage pierced in both ears. And so, but anyway, I'm not going to do pierced ears on this doll because my ears weren't pierced when I was 9 and I didn't have my ears pierced there. So what do we have here? Glasses. So I already got these glasses with the last CYO that I got, and truthfully, like none of these look like my actual glasses in real life. So I don't know. I don't want to get another pair of these. They were fine, but I'm not like in love with them. So what I'm probably going to do is just, because I know they won't come on the doll, I'm going to select these petal pink ones because they sort of have that like Wayfarer style, like, you know, the like the Ray-Ban kind of style. I love that style of sunglasses. That's what I wear in real life. So I have like the tortoiseshell version of Ray-Bans, and actually my eyeglasses are very similar. They're tortoiseshell. But anyway, because they don't have that, I'm going to go with the pink ones and just give them to one of my girl dolls, I think, because none of this makes sense for like me technically. And the glasses are free, so it's stupid of me not to get like a, you know, these I think are worth like $10. So I'm going to go ahead and get the petal pink glasses, even though it's not, you know, exactly something that I would wear, but I think one of my dolls would love having these. So I think that looks good. You know, this is as close as we're going to get. Again, I have put this doll together many times. So this was a pretty quick process today of figuring out what to order. So we're going to say I'm done designing. It is going to be designed by Joe Nathan, and I think that just doxed my full government name, so I'm going to have to blur that out. And so quickly checking that all of this looks correct. $220. Ugh, it's so expensive. These used to be like $200 and they've gotten so expensive, but totally worth it. I am absolutely in love with my first CYO. So if I like this one even half as much, I'm going to be thrilled. So we'll add them to bag, and I'm not going to show you my cart because it looks crazy right now. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and press the purchase button, and I will see you in a few weeks, I guess, and we'll hop over to the next segment where we unbox him. So cross your fingers for a speedy, drama-free delivery, and I will see you in just a second for the unboxing. Well, look who finally decided to show up. So I ended up ordering this not long after, I think maybe a week after I ordered my first Create Your Own doll, and so I expected him to arrive in about 3 weeks, which he did. So he had the same turnaround and shipping time. It basically went all the same, except he actually arrived like 4 days early, and I was scheduled to go out of town. So I thought the timing was going to work out great because based on the way the last one went, he basically was ordered, then he had a shipping label created a week later, and then a week later he shipped out, and then a week later he arrived. And that looked like what was going to be the case with this one, but he ended up shipping like 3 days earlier than the last one, and I had scheduled a trip out of town. And so lo and behold, as soon as I was committed to leaving town, I get the update from FedEx that he's basically going to arrive the day that I leave. So I ended up calling American Girl to say like, hey, is there any way we can like delay the shipment or anything? I wasn't expecting to ship so soon. And they were basically like, we can't do anything, but according to them, he was going to get delivered. This is a long, boring story, but essentially, after I talked to them and discussed what the shipping method was and everything, I realized that he was going to be delivered to the post office for pickup. So I was like, okay, it's fine. I'm not going to worry about it. Because I thought I could just get him when I got back. I thought I was going to get the little orange slip and everything would be fine. Well, everything was not fine. So literally on the Friday that we get in the car, pack everything up, and leave town, literally about an hour into our trip, I get a notification from our video camera doorbell that we just got a delivery. And guess who it was? Big J. Yeah, so he was on our porch for about 3 or 4 days, I want to say. And I have to say, nobody tried to steal him. That was my first fear, is that someone was going to see a big ass package on my front doorstep and run off with the package, because that's what happens when you live in the city. But apparently out in the country like this, people respect their neighbors more. So thankfully, he wasn't picked up and run off with. However, he did sit in the North Carolina sun for like 4 days. So I wasn't too happy about that. And that's why I actually already opened this doll up before turning the camera on today, because I was like, okay, I don't want to open this on camera and he literally looks like, you know, Chucky, like where he was melted at the end of Child's Play 1. You know that scene when the mom from Seventh Heaven basically strangles him and throws him into the fire? That's what I was expecting the inside of this box to look like. So as soon as we got back from our trip, I like ran inside. I didn't even unpack the car, sliced open the box, and I had to open him just to see if he was okay. So today we're gonna get a reenactment of what the initial unboxing was like, because I was a little bit surprised. So I have already laid eyes on him. So today you're getting the reenactment, and this is how it went. Okay, so yeah, I think sitting in the heat messed his hair up. So I don't imagine that American Girl would have sent me a doll that looked like this if they had laid eyes on it, strapped it in the box, and said, yeah, that looks like something that's acceptable to send to a customer. So if you can't see super well, basically the little tuft of hair at the back of his head where the hair comes out to cover all of the wefts that are sewn into his head, basically it, I think, loosened up in the heat. So he basically has like the Bellagio fountain coming off the top of his head. I was not happy when I saw that because, again, these dolls are over $200 and you want to open this and be instantly in love. And I just had to look at the doll and I was like, oh. So yeah, unfortunately that was my first experience with this doll because I was so excited to get him and unbox him on the channel. And yeah, it just kind of sucks when your first impression is like, oh man, I got a messed up doll. And like I said, after examining him for a little while, I think that's probably what happened, is he just got a little bit too hot in the North Carolina heat from sitting on the porch for days, and it loosened up basically it's like a curl in the back of the hair that keeps the hair flat, and I think it just loosened up. So yeah, I'm gonna take him out of the box so you can get a better look at what he looks like. So as per usual, these boxes are amazing. I absolutely love the create your own boxes. Again, it's the similar style to what they put their collector dolls in. So when they have dolls at a higher price point, I love that they invest in better boxes. I wish they could do it for all of the dolls because it really is a much better unboxing experience with these dolls. So it's one of the reasons I really love these create your own dolls, is because you do feel like you get better outfits as far as a meat outfit. The box is better. I don't know. I just love this experience. Well, until you get a doll with a haircut. So yeah, when I took him out of the box, I think you can probably see here that if you look at the tuft of hair at the top of his head, it looks really strange. Like, it doesn't lay down flat. And again, I think it's just because the crimp that's supposed to hold this flat probably got a little too warm on the porch, and I think it loosened up the hair at that part. So I kind of have a little bit of a dilemma, and I've been thinking about it a lot because I obviously could contact American Girl and say, hey, is there anything we can do about this? Because I wasn't expecting this doll to be on a porch all weekend, or else I would have left later in the day. So yeah, I don't know, because I feel like for, again, over $200, I should really love this doll. But on the other hand, this is so typically me, right? To have like totally messed up hair. I am not a very high maintenance person, despite like all of my neuroses. But like aesthetically, I tend to just buzz my hair and let it grow for a few months. I throw on a t-shirt and a pair of jeans, and that's just sort of like my personal aesthetic. So it does kind of make sense that my own mini-me shows up with basically bedhead, because that is basically what I do. I'm sure there are like half of the videos on this channel, I've got like a piece of hair sticking out like one way or another. So in a weird way, it is kind of a bit fitting that this doll has kind of messed up hair, because again, I always have messed up hair. So I think I'm going to keep him. Overall, I think he's pretty cute. Now, that said, I don't love him as much as my first CYO that I made that we unboxed, I guess, a week or two ago. But I think that's natural and expected, because I ended up, like I said before, ordering the doll that I wanted the most aesthetically. So I'm just absolutely in love with my Create Your Own, who I have now named Finn. And so yeah, I knew that I wasn't going to like him as much, which is kind of a messed up thing for your mini-me, but here we are. So yeah, I guess that's just the thing. Like, I wanted him to look as much like me as possible, but you know, as far as like this skin tone, it's not my favorite. This is probably the last doll I will ever order with the lightest skin tone, because it's very orange looking. It almost looks like if you smell him, he's going to smell like one of those orange push-ups, or like an orange Julius. And I feel like his lip color is really orange too. I think they need to add a little bit more pink into it, but overall, I don't really love this skin tone. So I hope that I can find ways to dress this doll that kind of downplays his skin tone. And I think part of that will be not having him in like vibrant blues or colors that are almost purple, because I think it's really going to highlight how warm and peachy this is. Another thing that I didn't love exactly about him as well is I think his freckles are too prominent. And I feel like this is basically going to be a video of me talking about all of the things on my own face and body that I would like to change, because I'm like, the skin is too light, the freckles are too prominent. But yeah, I wish they were a little bit more subtle. Just aesthetically speaking, I think they would look a little bit better on him because they look super harsh. But again, I'm super freckly. I feel like it probably is more fitting for a mini-me doll. And I do like the light blonde color. I think it looks really good, even though I will say I think it does clash with the skin a little bit because it's like a very brassy yellow blonde, which is totally fine. I actually really like this color, but I don't think it complements the skin tone very well, which I actually think is a problem because I think that this is probably a very common skin tone and hair color combination in the Create Your Own generator, and I do feel like they could maybe do a bit better job with the skin tone. I think that they need to maybe try and add a little more, I was going to say neutrality, is that the right word? I wish they would make this skin tone just a little bit more neutral. I think it is just got a touch too much hue in it, and I think it just kind of clashes with both the clothes and the hair. So I would say if you're doing a light skin doll, for me personally, even if this is closer in the lightness of a skin tone, I honestly would go with the next skin tone down because it's not a whole lot deeper in color, but it's just a lot more neutral, and I think is going to go better with other hair colors and outfits and stuff. So if I had this to go over again, honestly, I probably would do the next skin tone down. I feel like that would probably fix all my problems. Again, I've been able to kind of like mash this hair down. It's not that big of a deal to me. I think even still, if it's bothering me and trying to stick up after a few weeks, I can come back in with a steamer and kind of have this mash back down. I don't want to put American Girl through the like trauma of having to deal with a Karen like saying, hey, my doll's hair is a little bit messed up, can I have a whole new doll? So I'm gonna try and fix it. I think I probably have like 30 to 90 days to see if I can get it right first and not have to deal with a return, because in a way I don't like returning a doll that's special to me. I feel like I'm a little bit traumatized from returning my original, like the very first American Girl doll I ever bought. I ended up returning and I regret it so much. So I really always think twice before selling or returning something. So I'm going to do my best to make him work for my collection. And so I think the first thing I want to do is maybe put a new outfit on him and see if we can maybe make this skin color look just a little bit better and not have all of this like bright blue next to it. Hopefully putting him in some like black and maybe more neutral colors will help him look a little bit more natural. So yeah, I know I sound like I'm really down on this doll. I am excited about him. He is a cute doll. I just think he's going to need a little bit of work. But yeah, I have to say I'm probably not going to get this skin tone if I can help it. I mean, if they release like Girl of the Year in this skin tone, I'm probably going to just have to buy it and suck it up. But yeah, as far as CYO goes, this is the last doll that I'm going to order with this skin tone. Every doll that's going to be like, in my mind, from here on out, the lightest skin tone is going to be the next one down, which again will match like Molly, Samantha, and Kirsten. And I feel like that doll will look a lot better in my collection as a result. So yeah, I'm just going to take these pads off of him because I left them on. I didn't want to have that off for the video too, or it'd be really obvious that I'd already opened the doll. So yeah, I just don't want to sound too down on him. He's really cute, and I think once I spend some time with him, I will like him even more. And that was the case with my previous CYO that I made. I loved him from the start, and I just every single day I look at him. He's sitting next to me on my desk, like he's my desk buddy now. So yeah, every day that goes by, I really like that doll. So I'm hoping that as time goes on and I get more used to this doll, I will like him more. But already he looks better without that jacket on. So hopefully a black turtleneck will make him look better, because I feel like it makes every doll look better. So yeah, this is the black turtleneck from the red vinyl jumper outfit, which is now officially part of Nikki Hoffman's collection. And this is the first of many of those I think I'm going to get. I mean, you probably noticed a pattern by now that every time I get a new doll, boy or girl, they always end up getting this turtleneck put on like basically immediately. So I really need to get like 3 more of these, because this is my favorite top that American Girl is currently making right now. And that's because it's a really great basic. I really wish they would start making some like capsule wardrobe pieces so that it's more fun for adult collectors to dress their dolls. I really think that, you know, some adults really like the unicorns and the like princessy stuff because it's nostalgic in a way, and everybody just has like a different aesthetic, right? And me, as someone, like I said, who just wears t-shirts and jeans all the time, you know, with my modern dolls, I like them to look modern and refined, because, you know, most of my collection is historical with all of the petticoats and pinafores and pantaloons. Like, it's just it's a lot, right? And so this for me is like a really good contrast as far as my modern collection goes, is getting my dolls looking just a little bit more updated. See, like I feel like he already looks a million times better in this. So yeah, I would love it if they would just add like sort of like their Blue Jeans Basics set that they released in 95 for the Girl of Today line. I have like 5 of those because the jeans from that set are so good, and the shoes as well are really good. So I really love having that set to mix and match with my American Girl of Today collection. I would love to be able to do that with the modern dolls as well. I have to say these red shoes are really super cute, but I think they are a little bit chaotic for the outfit I like to put together. But this I think is by far the best piece in the Create Your Own. I forget the name of it. Is it City Style? This is one of the best pieces in that set. And I will say that this jacket is really well made. It's like a corduroy, and well, I say that, but then the sleeves feel just like the vinyl from the original red vinyl jumper outfit. So if I had to bet money on it, I would say these are probably going to be peeling in 10 to 20 years. So maybe try and protect this if you get it. It's a really cool looking jacket, but again, it just doesn't look good on this doll. This doll does not look good in blues and purple. So yeah, I'm going to put a pair of black jeans on him. I know that this is pretty neutral as far as outfits go, but it basically reads as like joggers or sweatpants, and it's a little too casual for the look I like to put together for my boy dolls. So I'm going to take these off and put on a black pair of jeans. I am literally just stripping Truly Me number 104 from the outfit that I had him in and basically giving it to my new Create Your Own. So I really wish American Girl would make more like unisex or boy outfits so that I actually have stuff to put my boy dolls in after spending all this money on them. Like they have boy dolls available for sale now, but not a single like boy outfit for their dolls. So I think that's very strange. I really wish they would add more of them, because I feel like at this point we're basically only getting Christmas outfits for the boys now. So I don't know if y'all would like to see me add some boy doll out, like original designs for boy dolls in the shop. Let me know. We're doing a really big shop upgrade this year, so we're going to be adding a ton of new, really awesome, exciting products. And if you're interested in original designs for doll clothes, let me know, especially if you're interested in boy outfits, because I would love to make them, but I don't want to make them if nobody's going to buy them. So if it's something you'd be interested in, let me know in the comments, and if enough of you say yes, I will make them. So anyway, let's put 104 aside and put the new outfit on the CYO. So yeah, this is basically how it's been going lately. I have so few boy outfits available to me that I basically get a new boy doll and just take the outfit off the previous doll and put it on the new one. So yeah, we're really starving for boy outfits in this house. Because like I said before, I have sold a few of my boy dolls, but I think honestly I miss them and will probably start buying them again, because I think the CYOs have kind of breathed a new light into boy dolls for me, especially with the first one that I made that I've named Finn. So I'm really looking forward to like putting together a full shelf of boy dolls now. And I also think it's really great, especially with the Create Your Own generator, just adding some more hype to making boy dolls so that American Girl continues to make boy dolls and make parts for them available in the Create Your Own line. So yeah, anything I can do to kind of make sure that this is always an option that's available for people, I am totally happy to do it. So anyway, so we've got a pair of pants on him that I don't even know what outfit they're from at this point. I think it's one of the, it might have been the Papa Plaid holiday outfit. I'm not totally sure. But another thing I like to put with this outfit are Kit's shoes from her school outfit. These are a really great unisex look as well. And I had no interest in the actual like dress or anything, but I bought this outfit purely for these shoes because I love them that much. So yeah, already he looks a million times better. I have to admit I'm a little bit bummed about his hair still, but I am pretty confident that I can fix it again. I think a steamer and maybe some boiling water on a toothbrush will probably make that lay down flat. And if not, he's probably just going to be wearing a hat for the rest of his life. So yeah, I think this looks really great. I'm going to stick a hat on him and see if that helps me any with the hair situation. So this is the beanie from the Relaxed to the Max outfit that I got with the last CYO I made. So hopefully this can kind of make him look a little bit hip. Actually, no, he looks like he's about to be a cat burglar and break into somebody's house and steal their TV. So yeah, I don't like that with this outfit. Let me see what I can do with his hair. But you see here, like even taking the hat off, it's got this like, this thing here is so odd looking. I hope I can fix it and I don't have to return him. But I don't know, have any of y'all ever had to deal with a Create Your Own doll return? Because they say they're final sale, but I don't know. I feel like I've heard some people say if they get something that's messed up, they will try and fix it for you. So I don't know. Let me know if you have any experience with that, because I am a little bit tempted to just send him back. I'm not sure yet. I really don't know. Another thing I'll say too, again, this is really neither good nor bad. It's a personal preference thing, but I will say that the blue in this eye looks to be darker than the blue that they do in the eyes for the deepest skin dolls. Let me grab Finn really quick. I don't know how this is translating on camera, but to me, their eyes look like different colors. Like if you look at their left eyes, this guy's eye looks a lot lighter than this one, which I just like the light blue eyes because I feel like they pop a little bit more, especially with a doll like this with this really light skin. So I don't know. I just feel like I hit a home run with this doll and I'm super happy with him. And this doll is having a hard time living up to it. So yeah, what we can do is maybe throw a pair of sunglasses on him and maybe cover that up as well. I don't know. I always like adding those little extra details. I think hats and sunglasses and all of those things really help a doll look a little bit more accessorized and high quality. So let's leave him in this while we go through the accessory pack that came with him, which truthfully I probably should have just put on him before changing his outfit. But again, I really more purchased these to have like a complete set more so than I did to actually use them. I feel like there's not very much of this set that I'm going to end up using. So we have what people will call a man bag or a merce, which I really, really hate. It's a bag, and so it's, you know, kind of plain, probably not something I'm going to use very much. One interesting detail about it that I didn't know that they had, which is actually really smart, is this strap snaps off. So it's super easy to put around his shoulder. I can't tell you how many dolls that I've had where I've gone to put a bag on her, like particularly like Molly, where you have to like stick their arm up and like contort them and screw their hair up to try and get the bag over their shoulder. So this was a really smart design detail. I'm glad they added that, and I hope they continue to do that with all of the shoulder bags that they make in the future. So what else do we have in here? We've got, oh yeah, he got a cell phone with a cell phone case, which is really cool. This is actually my first doll cell phone. Let me see if I can find his actual phone in here. Hey Siri, find my iPhone. So yeah, he has a very simple smartphone, which is so cute looking. Oh my god. God, the price you pay to do a stupid bit about your phone. So I think the way this might actually work is I think this back flips open. Let's see. I think my nails are long enough. So yeah, this actually comes apart and you can put the different screens in here, which is really cool because it means I can make custom ones, which could be really, really funny. So yeah, we have a few different things in here. These are very clearly designed to look like iPhone screens. So let's have a look at them. Oh, and they're double-sided, which is smart too. So we've got, apparently, sis is calling you. Hi, sister. We've got a lock screen. We've got the home screen. And apparently my dance mix. I guess he's caught in a bad romance. We've got snack mix, and this actually looks really cute, actually. I've never felt a lot of this food stuff before. Okay, this definitely feels like when you know when you're on an airplane and all of your, like, if you bring a bag of chips with you, it like inflates really big. That's kind of what this feels like. I don't feel anything in here. I think it's just got like foam in here to kind of keep it three-dimensional. Oh no, y'all, this is so dumb. They actually have like a clear window on here where you're supposed to be able to see the snacks inside, and it's literally just cotton batting. Interesting choice. We've got an American Girl. What do we call these now? Everybody's carrying around those dumb Stanley cups, so I have no idea what we call water bottles now. We used to call these Analgene bottles, which I think was just the brand people were using in the 2000s. But this is super cool, and I'm glad it's neutral and not some obnoxious color, so he can carry this around with him all the time. All right, that's going to fall off his hands in about 5 seconds. Oh, we got this pair of sunglasses, or actually they're just reading glasses, in the petal pink color. Again, this was just a dumb throw on. This was something that I think that I will use for other dolls, but not particularly for him. So we'll just take them out quickly and have a look at them. And yeah, they're pretty much the same frame style as the other Wayfarers. So this is really good. I know that these look really great on dolls, so I'm happy to have these actually. Because Molly McIntyre imprinted on me at such a young age, I always love dolls in glasses. So yeah, the more glasses, the more better. We have the braces. And finally, what I think is actually probably the coolest accessory in this accessory set are these headphones. Like I said, I do wish they were a different color because red is really not my favorite, and I don't tend to dress dolls in red. But I do think they look really awesome on the doll. The scale is really good. I think especially because you can put his little dance mix on his phone and put it in his hand, and he can like bop down the street listening to Lady Gaga or Chapel Roan or whoever 9-year-olds listen to. So yeah, let's give him an iPhone screen so he can have his phone. Whoops. Y'all know I'm doing the one where he's on a 2-minute phone call with his sis. And for him to be able to hold it, it has to actually go in this like squishy red case, which again, I wish red wasn't the color they went with this, but it is gender neutral, so I shouldn't complain. And it looks like he can actually hold it correctly, which is good. I feel like some of these accessories kind of force you to like hold them on the back side of their hand, but this definitely looks like he's holding a cell phone, which is really cool, even though he just dropped his water bottle. Now you're going to be dehydrated. All right, so that is my newest Create Your Own doll, who is supposed to be a mini-me. I don't know. I still kind of feel like I'm going to be having to make a custom one by hand. But regardless, I do really love the doll, despite some flaws and maybe some things that I would change about him. But let me know in the comments what you think. Should I try and send him back to get his head swapped for a better haircut, or do we like him as is? And as always, don't forget to check me out on Patreon, where there are hours and hours of extra American Girl content, which is a really, really great way to support this channel so I can keep making doll videos. It's only $3 a month, and it goes a really long way to help keep a roof over my head. You can also support this channel by shopping at idreamofjohnny.com, where there is new merch and American Girl merchandise added pretty much weekly, so be sure to check it out. You can catch me on other corners of the internet, such as TikTok and Instagram at idreamofjohnny. And if you want to keep hanging out on YouTube, I have tons of extra videos that you can watch, like this one right here, so I hope to see you there. Bye!